Okay, so this is going to be the tutorial number 2 that we have posted on the Discord. This one is for our trading system that we use. We use the DayZ expansion trader system. So if you've played modded DayZ, you've probably seen this and you're familiar with it. But we currently just have a Green Mountain safe zone trader, which is, let me pull up the map here and I can show you, which is just located in Green Mountain, which is on the south west side of the map, sorry. And then we also have a helicopter trader, which is in the airfield Belota, just right here where this airdrop marker is where the aircraft is, and I'll show you that further in the video. But at the Green Mountain Safe Zone Trader, we have the safe zone set to 600 meters in a circumference around the center of Green Mountain, so that it can give you a safe spot to trade and buy certain items. So the first thing I want to go over is our quest system that we implemented in with the DayZ expansion. Inside the quest, you just have a certain, like a slight story-based quests. They're currently just set to the ones that come with the DayZ expansion, but we are going to be editing and modifying these as the server goes along. But that's Peter that will give you those ones. We also have the quest board, which kind of goes over just these replayable quests that you can do to get reputation and money. So there's the quest board. We have like the basic things that you see at most traders, like we have a consumable trader here with some of the DayZ expansion foods like the baguette, bread, cheese, things like that you can buy. Our currency system is currently the DayZ expansion Hervina, I think it's how it's pronounced. Not 100% sure how it's pronounced. Let me just withdraw all of my money. But if you see here, the Hervina banknotes, we just treat them as one-to-one. One banknote here is one USD. I guess that's the best way to think of it. As you can see, we do have an ATM system. It's in the storage lockers, so if you just need to access your ATM to store your money, you can come here and store your banknotes in the lockers. The max deposit for a single player is currently 500,000 banknotes, but if you join a group, you can have up to, I believe, 1 million with the group, so shareable amongst each other. You can also send money, transfer to players, things like that to make selling and buying a little more interesting. If we come back over here, we do have our weapons traders. Holy smokes. At the weapons traders, you have just like your basic stuff. Most of it's vanilla with a few of the DayZ expansion weapons like the I believe there's some submachine guns. Yeah, like the Vesna, MPX, Keter, MP7, those type of guns. Nothing too crazy. We want to try to keep it kind of vanilla with a little bit of added things that you can obtain. We do have the better optics mod so that you can attach like optics to your Mosin and stuff like that using like the Tri-Rail Mosin mount, giving you that option if you like to run the Mosin. If we come back here to the Hunter's Cabin, we have our medical trader. Our medical in the DayZ or our Jeagle US main server is just vanilla medical. We will do polls to see if people want to add maybe some different kinds, but as of right now, that's what we've got. Back here, tucked away in this little military area, is our components trader. He'll sell things like, well, containers, there's multiple of those, but like kits and stuff like that. Let's see what they have here. Navigation, I believe like some of this is available in the base building trader. So he's in there. Base building trader is right here. You'll notice that they have quite a bit of like the same stuff as that other trader I just showed you, but they do have specific things like this one has flags and furnishings and gardening. So there are certain different things inside this trader here. The yellow trader, the yellow helmet trader is our P2P or player to player market. So we have a reputation system implemented into our server. If you look at the bottom right, you'll see my reputation is currently 2,185. To use most of these traders, you have to have a reputation of 150 to 200, and you start out with 0. So you won't be able to instantly use some of these traders. And so what we implemented is the player-to-player market here. And with the player-to-player market, this is where you can come and auction off your own items to sell on the market and allow you to buy things if other players put stuff on there that you can't normally get, like the SK right here. A player by the name of Duffy has it for 300 banknotes, and I could purchase this, and it'll add it to me, and then he'll have a notification that pops up in the top left of his screen that says, "Hey, your item was purchased by Ichiban, and you can stop by here to pick up your money." That's kind of how that works. So you can drop it down. Now the server's super new and fresh, so there's not a whole lot of stuff, but I imagine as we grow, we'll start to see more things popping up into here, and that'll give you the option to kind of do that. Now, if we go over here to the building supplies trader, I would like to show you that there's a stock right here. When that stock runs out, it's gone. So it really, we have an inventory, and once it's out, it's zero. So we need the players to kind of make and guide the market. That kind of relies back to vanilla. So it's modded with traders, but it really takes in vanilla into account. So another thing I wanted to point out in our trader at Green Mountain is our clothing. So we do have the MVS mod, so that if you go to like vests, if you notice here we have the MVS OD and the MVS chest rig. Now we're trying to keep, or I should say we're trying to avoid high tier armor because I feel like that breaks the immersion in my opinion. So the MVS OD has the same armor capabilities as the vanilla plate carrier. The difference with the MVS is it allows you to attach new attachments to it, like admin pouches and things like that. The chest rig offers no armor capabilities, pretty much same as like a hunter vest or a field vest. So we do have some of the MVS stuff. We also have Windstride's clothing in here, so there is some of that, like the poncho, so that you can get like a little bit different variants. We do have a better ghillies mod implemented, but you cannot purchase any of the modded ghillies at the safe zone. You can only find them, and you could place them for sale at the player-to-player market if you want, if you get like a surplus of them. So if you want the better ones that accept the backpacks, you will have to find them, and I think that's a good way to keep, bush Wookiees at bay for the most part. If you come up into here where your ATM is and go upstairs, there's the specials trader. They have specific items up here, like your night vision goggles and your grenades, satchel charges for raiding. And if you notice here in electronics, by the name night vision goggles pristine, you'll see the purple epic. That means that this loot its rarity is considered epic, and your reputation dictates if you can buy epic, legendary, common, uncommon, rare items. If your reputation is not high enough, you will not be able to. And we're still implementing tweaks to that to make it a little bit better and also prevent things from spawning in our safe zone. But the server's only a few days old, so we're working on that. If you come over here, you got your spray cans trader. This gives you the option to spray like guns and vehicles. Another thing to take into account is if you click on the spray can MH6, right? The MH6 is like a little bird helicopter. If you click on that, you're like, oh, I don't want blue line. If you look right here below the image of the spray can, you click the spray can. Below it, you have variants and skins, so you can change it to a variant that you want. We have our vehicles trader here, which some of the stock is getting low on some of these things, so we'll see how that changes, how the server plays. But yeah, you could purchase your different vehicles in here, and then obviously variants and skins on some of the vehicles, like our transit bus. I believe they have like it's called Weeb. It's like an anime bus. Check that out. It's pretty sweet. So there's our vehicles trader right here. If you go back here, you have the parts. This is where you get like your jerry cans and your vehicle parts. If you notice here, you have hydraulic hoses and igniter plugs. That is helicopter components. You cannot buy helicopter components at the helicopter trader. So if you find a helicopter in the wild and you're like, oh, I need to go get that, or I need to go get some parts, I need to go to the helicopter trader, you're going to waste your time running because all of the parts and components are here in Green Mountain. We also have the key system, which most of this, like I said, is just part of DayZ Expansion's normal setup. We just wanted to add that. We're going to add tweaks as we go along, but as of right now, it's pretty much just DayZ Expansion. So that's our Green Mountain trader. The safe zone, like I said, 600 meters. Your car spawns here. Your helicopters spawn here. You can't purchase helicopters from any of these traders except for if somebody posts ones for sale at the player-to-player market. So let's go take a trip down to, that's the wrong thing. Let's go take a trip down to the airfield to Balota. And here is our aircraft trader. She'll pop in T-pose in here in a second. There she is. So it's as if you notice, I says you are leaving the safe zone. This is not a safe zone. Your helicopter trader is not a safe zone. It is also near the coast. So a freshie could get a pretty good start if they, decide to be a snake in the grass. But we'll handle those accordingly. Here's our helicopters. We currently have 4 helicopters, just part of the DayZ expansion. We have the gyrocopter, which is just a 1-seater personnel helicopter. The Merlin, which is just a massive beast. The MH6 Little Bird, and the Huey, which is my personal favorite here that you can buy. So there's the stock of the helicopters. We're currently tweaking how they spawn in the wild. We're trying to find a good balance between them. But as the server gets older and we acquire more players, we'll get that figured out a little bit better. So if we look at our map, that's the wrong one. That's Airfield Balota, and we have Trader at the Green Mountain. That is currently all. And some people might be like, well, what about this completely empty area? We're kind of aiming for this server to run somewhat like vanilla, but with that added sauce of traders. So I wanted to keep the traders kind of local in the southwest side, excuse me, I did it again. Southwest side of the map. And then this is kind of all up here is just kind of like your vanilla DayZ experience. I don't want traders splitting across because then you kind of have that, people spawning on the coast and migrating in near Krasnostav if they have like the clan trader. You spawn in here, which we have a spawn selection. If you're new, you're not going to probably know, but you want to spawn somewhere south because I'm guessing you probably want to go to the trader. But you won't be able to go to the trader or use the traders unless you get a high enough reputation by doing quests, killing AIs, killing zombies, killing animals, or killing players. Once you get established a little bit better, chances are you're going to build your base somewhere up north, and you will start choosing spawns over here. That avoids the in and out of safe zone. That avoids, really high geared players. I'm not saying it's going to keep them from camping, which is against the rules, but it just kind of it does that vanilla thing of pushing people up north. We're going to start making things where they spawn a lot better up north, and that just kind of incentivizes not being in the safe zone, milking off the teat of the safe zone. Hence why we add in utilizing the stock. So that kind of goes over our trader system in the G-Eagle US main server. The server is under testing. There's still a lot of tweaks that we need to do. And we highly invite people to come on and play and tell us what we can improve on and kind of help us guide the G-Eagle US main server into a high populated and good community for everybody to play with. As always, we'll see you on the server, and I appreciate you guys. Thanks.